Hello there.
Hey, weren't you in prison?
Nah, those monks are pushovers, I tell you. I'll fleece any priest on my name's not Wakka.
Huh. Sorry. It was our fault they locked you up.
No problem. Anything for a customer, eh? You know, I had a sister, once as old as sister, you see. A summoner she was, went on pilgrimage at a young age. And that was it. Me and once, well, neither of us were fighters enough to be guardians. I think about it every day, I do. If we could have helped her. Least I can do is try to help another summoner, I forget. And Lady Yuna, she looks so much like...
Huh?
It's nothing.
Say, thanks.
Once has got all the good stuff. Wakka the 23rd's retiring. Once has got all...
Hello everybody, this is Intrepid83 and welcome back to another bonus episode of Let's Play Final Fantasy X HD. So yeah, I just decided to include those two clips at the beginning there to, well, show you that Wakka has officially been released from prison, and we found out exactly, you know, his whole backstory and what made him into the man he is today. So really interesting to hear that from him. Also, apparently, to get those last three music spheres, all we had to do was buy the 68 that we did buy, and then just go back in to talk to the music sphere guy again, and he would sell us the last three. So there we go. And I even enabled the trophy notification on my PlayStation 3 to for that specific reason. So yeah. And for any discrepancy in guild that you may have noticed, that was just simply because I ended up triggering it on this profile on my PS3 while I wasn't recording, so I had to go to my personal profile on here to record it there. So that would be the reason why the guild was different from last episode to that particular part. But in any case, since then, I have done a few things to get prepared for what I originally intended for this episode, and that is... I did restock on potions and all that kind of stuff. I just bought the stuff you can buy from from Rin here, kind of thing, just from the shops. So got that. Also, I made sure to get Yuna's overdrive charged up again. Everybody else has theirs as well, which is good to go. And oh yeah, for Kimahri, I actually did something. I had enough dark matters for this, so I actually bought him another weapon. So yeah, I paid once a visit, bought another spear for Kimahri, and I customized the break damage limit, magic booster, magic plus 20%, and magic plus 10% on it. I was debating on whether to go with magic plus 10% or 1 MP cost, but I figured, considering what this episode's going to be all about, I don't really need to worry about MP all that much. So yeah. So there we go. Alright, so this episode, as far as what we want to do is, well, we want to demonstrate, we want to summon Yojimbo and potentially get him to perform Zanmato by paying him everything we have, 4.6 million gil, and I've got that amount of gil. I did go back to Besaid to buy a stack of 99 weapons, customize them all with evade and counter, and then sold them off, and that's how I ended up with the amount of gil I have here. So I'll be paying him all of that, and hopefully he'll have the incentive to perform Zanmato for us. Also, I do want to demonstrate Wakka's status reels and Aurochs Reels as well. And of course, we want to see what Kimahri's Nova overdrive looks like. And then, of course, Ultima Fury with Lulu. So I can't think of any better way to demonstrate all this, but first, than to for one specific spot. But let's recruit Wakka here. He is available, even though he retired, for 1 gil per game. So let's just sign him for 1 game, because the Aurochs Reels is indeed affected by how many original Besaid Aurochs are on the team still. And I'm not sure if having Wakka on there has any effect on it or not, but just for the sake of being absolutely sure, we've got all 5 original Besaid Aurochs on the team, plus Tidus, so there we go. Alright, so yeah, I can't think of any better way to demonstrate all of this damage, if you will, than by taking it and unleashing it on the whole purpose of Yuna's pilgrimage. So, we're going to be heading back into Sin, and I will be meeting you back at Braska's final Aeon. Now, for those watching this after the fact, and if you have not, gone through the whole story like that, I'm going to try and cut this episode where I ended, I believe, episode 115 of this LP, so that if you want to watch the absolute final cutscenes and all that kind of stuff, and the credits and all that stuff, you can just immediately go over to the playlist. If you're not on the playlist right now, the link to the playlist is always in the video description. Go back to the playlist, click on episode 116, and that should take you right to where this episode ends, or at least where I cut it, and you can continue to watch the ending there. However, if you want to experience the full emotional aspect of this episode will be a bit of an abridged version of the ending battles, if you will, and so if you want the full emotional impact of it, I actually recommend going back to episode 113, I believe is where it starts, and then watching through to episode 116 from there. So yeah. Plus, in those episodes, we have a bit more conventional stats. So yeah, overkill indeed. So yeah, I'll meet you at Braska's final Aeon.
We're counting on you, kid. Yee-haw! Here we go! You're late, Auron.
I know.
Hey.
Huh?
You got tall, but you're all bones. You eating right, boy? You've really grown.
Yeah. But you're still bigger.
Well, I am Sin, you know.
That's not funny.
Well, then, I mean, you know. Let's end this.
Dad,
Yeah.
I hate you.
I know. You know what you have to do.
Yeah.
I can't hear the hymn so well anymore. Pretty soon I'm gonna be Sin, completely. I'm glad you're here now. One thing, though. When it starts, I won't be myself anymore. I won't be able to hold myself back. I'm sorry.
That's enough! Let's finish this, okay?
You're right. Well then, let's go.
I promise this will be quick! Hit me with all you got, Dad!
Quick indeed, I'm sure. Alright, let's get to... Well, might as well haste you, huh? We want to get our turn quicker. Yeah, so while I was traversing through Sin there, I came upon a couple of exo rays, and they're weak to fire, so I had Kimahri double cast a single fire spell, like a tier 1 fire spell on it. And he did 40,000 damage, so yeah. Whew. Damage like that, don't think you'd really need what MP cost. A spell that only costs 4 MP for each cast. Alright, let's pay him everything we've got. I guess that was enough. Alrighty. Well done, Yojimbo. Thank you for your services. You are free to go. Alright, next up, let's bring in Wakka, and let's see. Alright, so I'm going to demonstrate status reels next. Now, there's going to be, obviously the reels will come up, and then there will be symbols on those reels. You'll get down arrows, skulls, and hourglasses. If we get 3 down arrows in a row, it'll hit all enemies with physical damage, and it will inflict full break if they are not immune to it, or any break that they are not immune to. Then if we get 3 skulls in a row, it'll hit all enemies with physical damage and will inflict sleep, silence, darkness, and poison if they are not immune to it. I'm probably going to be going for that one because Vraska's final Aeon here is susceptible to... which ones? He is susceptible to silence, poison, and zombie. So yeah, I'm expecting silence and poison to hit him. Even though it's a 99% resistance on his part, if it's not immune to it, I believe it actually hits. So it's one of those, I guess you could say, quote-unquote, infinite percentage kind of thing, that if you aren't completely protected against it, it'll hit you kind of thing. And then there's hourglasses, so if we get 3 hourglasses in a row, it'll hit all enemies with physical damage, and it will petrify them if they are not immune to petrification, which Vraska's final Aeon here is. So yeah, and then if you get if you only get 2 of each, then it'll do whatever the... if it's 2 arrows, for instance, it'll random. Choose 1 enemy at random, do physical damage, and inflict full break on them. So yeah, and obviously if you do 3 separate ones, I believe it's just a single hit, and I think it's crit damage maybe. But anyways, enough talking about it. Let's give it a shot. Status reels. All right, so I'm trying for 3 skulls here. Okay. So after the hourglasses... Ooh, I almost missed it. The pagodas are stopped, so I guess they aren't considered alive right now. And he missed. Oh, overkill indeed. Alright, so yeah, he's got silence and poison on him. You can barely see the little poison drops above his head there. But anyways. Alright, so that's that. So let's, what else can we do? Let's bring in Kimahri here. Let's have him unleash Nova. Pardon me.
You'll cry. You're gonna cry. You always cry. See? You're crying.
I hate you, Dad.
Save it for later.
Right. We've got a job to do, don't we?
Good. That's right. You are my son, after all.
You know, for the first time I'm glad to have you as my father.
Sir Jack, I should...
No! Yuna! There's no time!
You stay away!
Yuna, you know what to do. The Aeons!
We Aeons.
Call them!
Call us.
Yes.
Here it comes.
And I know I mentioned going back to episode 113 to see this full sequence of events unfold in its entirety, but I guess really the only true way to get the full experience, the full emotional impact of what's happening here would be to go right back to the way back to the beginning.
Yuna!
But that is definitely a commitment of time and yeah. Anyways, all right. So I've already got the I've already chosen where I would like to demonstrate or attempt to demonstrate Aurochs Reels. So I guess I'll cut it here and I'll cut back in when we get to it. Alright, here we go. How many attempts we got? 1, 2, 3 attempts at this. So let's give this a shot. If we don't get any more full overdrives, we've got 3 attempts. Alright, Aurochs Reels. It's basically a combination of element and status reels, and then there's an extra symbol on there of the Besaid Auroch symbol. It's usually, I believe it's flashing. So yeah, basically status and elemental reels apply the same as they always have. So yeah, and then the Aurochs Reels, if you get 3 of the Auroch symbols in a row, it'll hit all enemies with physical damage, but the damage is actually equivalent to each of those attacks has a base damage equivalent to about equivalent of a Mega Flare from Bahamut. So yeah, all right, let's do this. But keep in mind, yeah, whereas Bahamut's Mega Flare, I believe, pierces defenses, well, this is an overdrive, so it does not. So yeah, we're dealing with the Aeons here with their current stats after maxing out the sphere grid. So all right, let's give this a shot. It's after the ice symbol. Okay, and water. Oh, I got it. Oh, we got 2 out of 3. So yeah, if you only get 2, hits 1 enemy randomly. Alright, where's Titus? Let's give it another shot. So I suppose I should bring in Lulu as well, since she's going to be the go-to after we've done this. Ah, I just missed it again. Well. That was a flub. Well, I admit I didn't even really... Oh, got one of them. Didn't even really try after that, that first reel. Anyways, alright. And one last shot at this. Can I do it? The fact that they're split up, whereas previously we've been able to rely on multiple in a row, yeah, this is definitely more challenging. Okay. Ah, I thought I had it. Ah, well. Yeah, okay, so it looks like it's just a crit if you don't match any of the symbols. Yeah, obviously the element parts of it just match 3 elements of the same, that's the elemental damage. Match 2 of the same, and it's slightly reduced damage kind of thing. So yeah, and 3 different ones just becomes a non-elemental attack.
Everyone? This is the last time we fight together. Okay?
Huh?
What I'm trying to say is, after we beat you, Yevon, I'll disappear.
What are you talking about?
I'm saying goodbye.
Not now.
I know it's selfish, but this is my story.
Alright. And finally... Ultima Fury. As previously mentioned, I will be attempting to cut this episode where I cut episode 115, so that you can just click on 116 at your leisure to watch the, or continue watching the end credits here. But yeah, I suppose I should go over the end spiel now. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to hit, I would kindly ask that you please hit the like button on your way out, and consider subscribing if you haven't done so already, and enabling notifications with the by clicking the bell icon as well to be notified of any future uploads. And feel free to share this video or playlist with anybody you think may enjoy it or get something out of it. And yeah, and as always, I do not upload on Thursdays and Fridays. If any other day during the week does not receive a video, be sure to check my Twitter feed. I'm at Intrepid83. The link to that is in the video description, along with the link to the playlist. And as always, this is Intrepid83 signing off. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, be blessed, and have a good one.